We now learned a lot about creating images, and we also know how to use custom parameters to reuse certain styles, certain attributes of the images that should be generated. Now I want to give you one idea at hand, how you can use Midjourney also to create other types of content, also in combination with these custom parameters. If you are a content creator, for example, you might need icons from time to time. Of course, there are various icons available on the web, but often you can't find the exact icon you're looking for, and especially you might want to have a more customized icon. Now, we can also use Midjourney for such purposes. Let's get started very easily by just imagining that we want to have a trophy icon, for example, that stands for success, etc. And this is Midjourney's interpretation of a trophy icon, which looks great in my opinion, but rather for a fantasy game. If you want to have something more business-like, more serious, then you can easily tailor your prompt to get exactly the icon style and the icon type you are looking for. So instead of just adding trophy icon, which we'll keep, we'll now also add a specific icon style. In my case, I want to have the flat icon style, for example. You could also use a line icon style, a dual tone icon style, a colored outline style, a 3D icon style, whatever icon style you have in mind, whatever icon style you need. So you can add all these styles in here, obviously. Now, I don't want to have a background, so why don't we tell this Midjourney here? And finally, I want to be a bit more specific about the colors that should be used. We cannot use hex codes in Midjourney, at least at the point in time when I'm recording this video. So you can add hex codes, for example, to your prompt, but it doesn't work perfectly. Therefore, based on our experience, what works better is just adding the color in here. In my case, I'll use orange and purple. You could also be more precise by adding bright orange, bright purple, or even more colors. We'll just keep it simple here. Therefore, this should now give us a way more specific output, and hopefully 4 trophy icons in flat icon style with no background and in the orange and purple color tones. So now we got these 4 icons, and these look a lot better actually. We have the trophies obviously in this flat icon style. We got no background, just some slight shadows, which are okay. And the orange and purple colors were incorporated quite well actually. Now, as we typically don't only need one specific icon, but multiple icons in a certain style, we could just add the main parts of our prompt, so basically this part here, to a custom parameter, and then recreate icons which hopefully have kind of the same style. For that, let's first copy this text here. Let's again open the prefer option and set this to flat icons. Now add the value, which should simply be our text prompts. And now store this. Now we'll once again create a new prompt. This time I want to have a computer icon maybe. And now with dash dash flat icons, we get these 4 icons. Now the interpretation is of course a bit different, as we didn't use the describe command, for example, to describe one of these individual icons and then create a new prompt based on one of these descriptions. That's something you could do also here. Instead, we just used our basic description to get back the icons. But if we, for example, compare the number 4 image here and the number 3 image down here for our newly generated icons, I don't think these are too bad. Now feel free to play around here with different icon styles and also with the describe that we learned about in the introduction module regarding Midjourney. But generally, this is a completely different way to use Midjourney and also a different way to use these custom options, these custom parameters.